Hello, everybody. I should say top of the morning to you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. This was my reward today for all the students. For the older ones, I either told them something about St. Patrick's Day or I asked them each time different ways they would like to be lucky. I got different answers. I got no homework. I thought I would get money. I never got that one. I got health, of course, things like that. So let's see. I've read the chat a little bit. Evelyn said, just finished feedback and going to listen while getting breakfast for my kids. Yes, I'm at 247 subscribers. Thanks to Evelyn's. If you guys are not in VIPKid YouTubers Facebook group, it's been a wonderful. I had a no-show at VIPKid today too, and I had one slot go unbooked. Yeah, so how were your classes today? Yeah, I know. I wish I had something that was a little more green. Danny, how could you forget it's St. Patrick's Day? So yeah, this is really the only green that I have, but I do have shamrock for earrings. So yeah, and you guys, I don't change my classroom very often because it's such a pain to Easter. Now I'll change my classroom more often because I made it easy for myself. My 4 a.m. 5 went unbooked at VIPKid. Okay, starting tomorrow, I was not teaching in any classes when the frenzy happened. I was supposed to go to New York, which got canceled. So I opened it last week. So I have some slots. Like Thursday, I have 3 slots that went unbooked. Evelyn, sleeping Caleb was in his swing in my classroom for 3 classes this morning. Hubby got a job, so this is our new normal. Well, good thing did he disturb any of your classes? If not, then that's great. Thank you, Janie. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. I'm very Irish too. So yeah, all right. So you guys, today the VIPKid weekly report is a lot shorter, so I will start with that. So during this difficult time, we want to reiterate our thanks to your commitment to a positive learning environment. In case you missed it, they have an update. They have a link where you could click about our update regarding coronavirus. I clicked on it just to see if it was anything I could pass to you guys, and it's the email they already sent out earlier just about what to do if you need to cancel a class and things like that. Okay, demand for levels 6 and 7 is really high, so they want you to get certified. If you've been considering getting your higher level certifications but haven't found the time to cross it off your to-do list, now is the time to do so. Demand for 6 and 7 are at an all-time high. If an emphasis on critical thinking skills, confidence and real-world skills, and research and application sound like your cup of tea, head to the certification center to see if you meet the prerequisites. Remember, you only need to pass the quiz to get the basic certification. So I think yesterday in Casey's collab live stream, somebody was saying that they got the level 7 certification and they only had 5 or 6 basic. They didn't even have the full 5 or 6. So they're being pretty lenient. Sound like they need people. I wish some of these level 7s would book me. I like level 7. Hi, Marianne. All right. And as of April 1st, the Trial 3.0 curriculum will no longer be used. Instead, all trials will either use Trial 3.0 plus curriculum or the level 1 or 2 trial plus trial. This change means more accurate features, practical vocabulary, and more accurate placement for our trial students. To teach Trial 3.0 plus, you must hold the MC Trial 3.0 plus certification. To teach level 1 and 2 plus trial, you must have a level 1 and 2 certification. Go to the certification center to get that. Okay, the Perfect Streak Challenge. I thought I signed up for this, but I'm not getting emails. Which I've had a perfect streak, so too bad if I did forget. All right, so teachers who've joined with over 25,000. Teachers with a perfect streak is down to 14,000. So if you had another perfect week, give yourselves a pat on the back. 1 or 2 more weeks before you can claim that prize. let's see. Okay, so they changed some of the curriculum. They listened to us, you guys. So in level 3, it's in unit 12. So the Peru, it's the very last unit, the second half of it where they're doing Peru. They changed like a sentence that somebody asked. It is sometimes very hot and sometimes rainy. They changed to sometimes it is very hot and sometimes rainy. How about not sometimes it is hot and rainy? Anyway, they also changed in level 2. They had where does Meg live? And then you fill in the blank. Well, people suggested that you give them allow them to drag and drop because you ask where do they live, and the answer is Meg lives, and that confuses them. Okay, so I guess they're having like a teacher makeover. It's going to be through the internet that you watch, but they have a video, their first episode of Classroom Makeover video series. Go behind the scenes and see how we surprised 2 lucky teachers with a brand new classroom and get quick and easy tips from VIPKID team to learn how to upgrade your classroom. I'd love to be in this contest. Come, give me a new classroom. But see, they, I guess, surprised. She looks very surprised. It's going to be like an episode. Trending topics. Okay. Frequently asked questions about the iPad. Go to Cindy's iPad group if you have questions. So apparently the new level 1, you can't use the iPad. What should I do if I'm impacted by the coronavirus and unable to teach? That's trending topics. All right, I'll read the GoGoKid weekly report in a minute. Let's see if you guys said anything. Okay. Hi, Casey. All right, so GoGoKid, the weekly report is much longer, but the first half is all about incentives, and nobody wants me to read about incentives. I say this every week, but just in case there's somebody new watching, if you want me to read about the incentives, just tell me. But most people don't want to hear since they split their time between VIPKID. All right, so I'm going straight to number 3. The time of removing access to the classroom via the web portal is coming soon. So in previous weekly reports, they said it was going away by March 1st. So I just assumed it had already went away. I had a class yesterday at GoGoKid, and I taught on the new app. Everything went well. Okay, so the web access to the classrooms via the web portal is estimated to go away soon. They don't say when. We will keep you updated about the specific date when this will happen. Please stay tuned to our weekly updates. Keep coming to my live streams because I read the weekly reports. I'll tell you. By the way, if you have any questions. Okay, so basically they're keeping the web portal there until they work out all the kinks. So you can, if you have a problem, switch to the web portal if you need to for GoGoKid. They tell you how to download it. All right, so there's a new class. They want you to get certified. Go Drama. 4 parts, a story and acting, phrases. I have not gotten the certification. I don't teach as many classes over there. I probably should get it anyway. All right, what parents care about. They have some new workshops based on what parents care about is actually the name of the workshop. So they'll have guidance, enthusiasm, extension, pacing and pronunciation, and other topics later. Okay, so please check our schedule in the link. Bookmark me now. Recent findings about 5-star reviews. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, guess who gets more 5-star reviews? Recent findings show that teachers who view the lesson infos get more 5-star reviews inside and outside the classroom. Uh-oh, Danny. You said you don't preview. Do you get 5-star reviews? All right. And then they show you where to preview the lesson, where to get it, lesson info. Okay, I showed this last week, and somebody thanked me for showing. So in case you didn't see Friday, this right here is where you click on it. It tells you the parents' expectations. The parents want them to talk more. You can also keep notes here, like VIPKID, how you can write notes in the portal about the kid. I think maybe you could do a nickname too. I'm not sure. I rarely preview. Yeah, they usually have like one word, especially the K lessons. Okay, so part of it cut off when I printed. So I think they're telling us how to stay away from the coronavirus. Number 1, cut off. So I don't know what number 1 is. Number 2, avoid crowded places. 3, avoid contact with those who are sick. I'm going to tell you guys about an article I was reading today during my no-show after I'm done reading the reports. Okay, so they want to give you regards in teaching during the coronavirus. Number 1, do not open slots too far in advance in case something expected happened. Close 24-hour slots for the following few hours before you go to sleep. You feel yourself nodding off, close those short notice slots. If your children study at home, you can rearrange your time. If you need to close slots and cancel classes, please close or cancel them 24 hours in advance. For me, this means more classes because I don't have to block off 3 slots to get them to school. I know other people have said that too, like Cindy, brick and mortar teachers probably can open more. All right, negative review period reminder. We found that many teachers got negative reviews. This is Eastern time between 1 a.m. and 4:30 a.m. So a lot of friends are in Central time. So for you, that would be 12 a.m. to 3:30 a.m. I'm going to take a wild guess because people are tired and yawning during class. Maybe they're late. That would be my guess why people are getting more bad reviews during this time. They want you to pay more attention to your classes during periods. If you're going to open slots, prepare for the lessons to avoid the negative reviews. All right. 2 clicks make you successful in your new teacher phase. The workshops. They have a new teacher boot camp, new teacher phase, and Thrive. Over 96% of the participants find it helpful. So there's workshops for new people if you're new to GoGoKid. All right, now they're talking about the app on the phone, the new GoGoKid app on the phone. They have instructions for the cell phone app. They also want to remind you can't get the cell phone app unless you are a teacher. If you're going through the hiring process, you can't get the app till you're actually teaching. That's it for both reports. Let me see. I'm going to read everything in all caps to see if you had anything to say about the reports. I taught the new GoGoKid with the mini test stuff in it. Okay, I've not taught one of those yet. I like your St. Patty's Day decorations, Kelly. Thank you, Marianne. I'm sure Marianne is Irish. Top of the morning, Marianne. Your red hair gives it away. Let's see. Our gym closed yesterday until further notice, as well as our zoo. I hear that gyms are like one of the most germ places. People are sweating. People are touching everything. I've heard advice, even if your gym doesn't close, you should start working out at home. But even if you don't, like, wipe everything down. But this thing is so contagious that, like, trying to be vigilant, you could still get it. Evelyn is going live after this. Okay. Joe just came all over his phone. Okay. Interesting channel name. Hello. Joe, are you an online teacher? Okay. Yeah. Thanks to my moderators. So I was sitting through a no-show today, and I wanted to tell you guys a little about it. I think it's been hard to be on social media because we have such a different perspective than everybody else. We saw firsthand how our students were suffering and how bad this went through China. And, we saw videos were being passed around with VIPKID teachers on what was going on in their hospitals and things like that. Hi, Laura. So yeah, it's been hard, like all the jokes and people not taking it seriously and people saying like, oh, the flu is worse. Well, the flu is worse in the United States. But so this was an excellent article. It is like super long. Maybe I'll post it later. I'm not going to like read it to you, but during my no-show today, I was reading an article that somebody posted, and it was basically talking about how quick the virus can spread. This person had some type of like math job and math degree. So he's like, I'm really good with numbers. And he was trying to explain, I have a lot of, clout when I'm telling you these numbers. But the thing about this that's different from the flu and different from other, yeah, exactly. The flu is not this contagious and deadly. Yes, it can be deadly, much less people, much less contagious. So yeah, he was saying like whatever number that you've heard in your town, times that by 10 because people don't know it or don't start showing symptoms. And then like you start calculating, I wish I could find this article. Maybe I'll find it. Like you start calculating that, take that 10, like I have one case we've heard about right in my town. So one case would be like 10, you times that by 2 for each week. So week 2, I have 20, by the end of the month, that's how fast it spreads. So the scary thing is how fast it spreads. And despite all the measures I take, you know what I mean? We all have to still go to the grocery store. I could wipe down my cart. I could use hand sanitizer. All it takes is me to touch one thing and then without thinking, touch my eyes, touch my mouth, and then you could get it. Yeah, someone get rid of him. Thank you. Does this mean my channel's getting more popular, that I have like trolls now? All right. Yeah. So I don't know what you guys, tell me what you think. I feel like my kids were on spring break anyway, so I'm not going to make them do schoolwork this week. But I feel like I haven't felt the effects of like staying home yet, because I did stay home all weekend, but we're always busy with projects. Yesterday I had an appointment an hour away. I didn't cancel the appointment because I trust this doctor is like, sanitizes everything and would be careful. Yeah, thank you. Thanks. And when I went to this appointment in the IV room for my daughter, we were all having a conversation. Luckily, these are all people with chronic illnesses and who have studied this and scared, not people who are like, it's no big deal. People are saying things like, oh, we got 2 weeks off from school and flights are cheap. Sounds like time for a vacation. And the person that said this like has a son with a chronic illness. So yeah. So anyways, all the people were talking, the nurse said that she was in Chipotle. Someone unscrewed, the hot sauce and then sniffed it. This is a public thing that everybody uses. She could have poured it in a cup and then sniffed it. Like put it right up to her nose. Imagine if she had the coronavirus and people go, then that's scary. I'm sure people do that all the time and you don't even know. Crazy. Yeah, even the UPS delivers, sanitize the package. Good, yeah. Hand washing breaks down the virus immediately. Yes, but it even takes just taking that one thing off the shelf, and you're not going to put hand sanitizer on you like every time you do. And maybe you should. And then just accidentally touching your eye. We could take all the measures in the world and we could still get it. But like Cindy was saying, to not worry. I'm going to do the things that I can control. There's certain things I can control. There's certain things I can't control. And the things I can't control, I'm going to just not worry about. You can't spend your life worrying. Illinois closed all restaurants amid bars Monday. Okay. Yeah, I heard that millennials on the news were doing things like having bar parties. Like, come on, guys, think about other people. You might be young and healthy, but then you go visit your grandma. You know what I mean? Just think about other people. That's all I'm asking people. Both husband and I used to be in the food service industry. Glad we aren't, but feel for those people. Yeah, people are definitely wearing gloves. Like, I went to Wendy's yesterday after my appointment. We ended up there way longer than I expected. And like they were wearing gloves when they were passing stuff out. Stupid. Are you serious, Evelyn? They're licking toilets? Oh my gosh. I've heard of many stupid things, but wow. Yeah, you could get so many things that aren't the coronavirus for that. Anyone else can't sleep at night? No, like I said, I'm not going to like worry. I'm going to do the things that I can control, and then there are things you can't control. I was hanging with Michelle and Barack. It was so fun. Okay. Yeah, Danny, I hope you don't mind if I tell this story. Danny's an open book. Evelyn said, my mother-in-law works at Subway restaurant and my brother-in-law works at the hospital. Okay. Oh, well, okay. Well, especially your brother-in-law who might be dealing with people who have, we definitely need to pray for him. Yeah, so Danny, because she knows how bad it can be because we all work in China, all of us teachers, she was texting me last week saying, I cannot believe they're not canceling my son's field trip. There's 150 people, something. Tell me if I get the facts wrong, Danny. And like, they're still going, but I'm going to ask for my money back. I'm not going to go. They eventually ended up canceling the field trip, but she was ahead of the game because of what we know. Anyways, I'm sure you guys are tired of talking about this. Everybody's talking about this, but reading that article today about just how fast it can go and how China and Italy are overrun. And it's not just about people getting the coronavirus. You and your whole family get in a car accident. There's not going to be enough hospital beds or ventilators to treat you because everybody else who has the coronavirus. So it's a ripple effect, not just affecting people who get the coronavirus, but the whole. Anyways, you guys are probably, is anyone sick of talking? I'm like tired of hearing and talking about it, but yet I'm still talking about it at the same time. I can't help it. And it is hard being on social media, seeing everybody's comments and memes about how ridiculous this is. When we teach in China, we talk to the Chinese, we know how different it is. And now it's canceled, of course, because school is out. Yes, the teacher thought I was being dramatic. Well, there you go, teacher. It got canceled anyway. Yes, you had the last word there, Danny. Thinking of friends who are in their third trimester of pregnancy. Yes, Evelyn, that is another high risk that we haven't even been talking about. Good point to say that. Yeah, pregnant women. Okay. It is reality. Yeah. So anyways, I didn't have a lot more to talk about today. I mainly just wanted to read, and young babies who haven't had their immune system built up and haven't been able to get their immune system. That's scary too. Yes. And for everyone mad that they're closing the schools, there are people out there whose kids have asthma, whose kids have chronic illnesses or other illnesses. I know mostly kids are safe, but I'm glad they're closing the schools, and I hope they close them longer than the 2 weeks. I am tired of talking about it. I just stay off YouTube most of the day, busy myself. Okay, well, I'm going to stop talking about it, but really, I just wanted to vent to my friends who are VIPKID teachers, because I feel like you guys know what I'm talking about and you're coming from it with my perspective. We just have a very different perspective because we've seen it firsthand. And I needed to talk to you because I knew you would understand, because other people are not understanding what I'm trying to tell them. And unfortunately, they're going to understand when it's too late. That person that goes ahead and books a flight and takes a longer vacation, and her son with the chronic illness, she's going to regret it. So my school is giving out free breakfast and lunch. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm glad. I've seen a lot of school systems around the country because a lot of people are like, well, what about the kids that can't afford the school lunch? And mine has decided to do that too. So that's awesome. Yeah, I'm glad that schools and counties are doing that. But anyways, I think if you guys yesterday on Casey's channel, there was a collab about level 5. I didn't come in till the end. I appreciate you guys waiting for me. My appointment lasted so much longer than it was supposed to. And did I read on one of the sites, Casey, you have an interview with Paula today? I think I saw it was like 10:45 Central, so that'd be 11:45 Eastern. Yeah, restaurants are giving free meals to students, Jimmy John's and Mr. Good Sense. Oh, that's good. I'm glad people are stepping up and doing kind things for other people. So, okay, yes, Casey said yes. All right, go to Casey's channel. Did I get the time right? 10:45 Central, 11:45 Eastern to interview Paula. She grew from like, what did she have? Less than 100 subscribers just a few weeks ago, and now she's at 1,000 or something like that. Crazy. So maybe if you want to learn how to grow your channel. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming. Yeah, I just needed to vent to my friends who understand. And I will be back next week, 9:30. Usually 9:30, but check. I might change the time occasionally. 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, 90 to 700. All right. Yeah, that's crazy. All right. So we will all be at Casey's live later. Thanks for coming, guys. You're welcome. I see a lot of thank yous. All right. Bye, everyone. Zaijian.